Hey, I don't make videos, so I'm not a great speaker. I don't speak well on the spot. Anyway, I was sitting on my couch. It's quiet here. My son's at work. Sunday night. I'm alone. I picked up the Bible and I just opened it. Sometimes it's fun to do that because you just never know what you're going to start reading. And I saw that it was Kings and I started reading, and it's just one evil king after the other, and their sin, and God being at his wit's end with the kings, with Israel and Judah, and they would build shrines and worship Baal and lead the people into more sin, and it angered God more, and on it went. And I was like, I'm just gonna close this up because this isn't really doing anything for me tonight. But I kept going, and I'm glad I did. Started reading about Ahab, and that's the king that married Jezebel. And that's Kings 16 into 17. 1 Kings 16 into 17. And then if you get into 17, and I'm glad that I did, because here comes Elijah, the prophet. It's really so special. The story about Elijah being sent to the widow that God said would make him a meal, and he finds her and he's like, hey, give me some water and then go make me a biscuit. She's like, yeah, okay, well, I don't got anything left, and I was just about to go use up the last of it to make my son something to eat, and then we would have that last meal and die. There was a famine in the land, and he said, just go do what you were gonna do and do not worry about a thing. That's what he said. That's what he says to her. Chapter 17, verse, I can't see, 12 through 14, I think it says. Elijah said to her, don't worry about a thing. Go ahead and do what you said. But first make me a biscuit and bring it back here. Then go ahead and make a meal from what's left for you and your son. This is the word of God of Israel. The jar of flour will not run out, and the bottle of oil will not become empty before God sends rain on the land and ends this drought. And that's the way it happened. Her flour didn't run out and her oil didn't go dry that whole time. And it says her son got sick and died. And she's like, dude, what kind of prophet are you? And he took the boy to his room and prayed to God. It says 3 times he stretched himself out, full length on the boy, praying with all his might. God, my God, put breath back into this boy's body. 3 times he prayed that. God listened to Elijah's prayer and put breath back into the body, and he was alive. And then she said, I see. You're a holy man, and when you speak, God speaks a true word. And I just started to cry. All those kings and their nonsense and sin, and it was meaningless to me because I don't relate to any of that. And but this about Elijah, is so deep and profound. I think we can relate to this story about the widow and her son. I can. I live alone with my son. My choices in life got me here. She couldn't help that her husband died, obviously. But my choices got me to where I'm at. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. God is so merciful and tender and loving that in the midst of all of the chaos of his people, Israel, and their kings, and the destruction and his anger, he was angry. But he took time to send his prophet Elijah, the man of God, to the woman and her son who needed help. God's like, go to this woman, she's gonna feed you. And she literally had nothing left. But that's not what God saw. I don't think I really understand it. I feel it. I mean, it just made me, this is why I love God so much. I mean, all of us have sin and issues with rebellion in different ways throughout our lives, maybe even currently. We're stuck with, surrounded by people that don't want him, and they're sprinting towards destruction. Sin piling upon sin upon sin. And we all fail every day. I know God gets angry. But right there in the midst of it, there's this provision. I had a dream last night. I think it lines up with this. I don't remember all of it. I just remember a sense of such relief and something that I've been wanting for a very long time. God opened the door for it. And it was unexplainable. Out of nowhere. Such grace for me and my circumstances, even though I made them. So I was just, I don't know. I was really touched by this, and even the make me a biscuit part. I'm like, God, send me the man of God. I'll make him a biscuit. I'll give him a room to sleep in. And then I'm like, that's ridiculous. No, I won't. I can't cook. And I'm not taking a homeless man in ever again. But I could sing him a song. And we could worship God together. But I want the man of God. That has that true word and life inside of him. To visit me. And maybe that's Jesus. Maybe he'll come if I sing him a song. Settle down back there. This is the air I breathe. This is the air I breathe. Your very word spoken to me. This is my daily bread. This is my daily bread. Your very word is what I need, and I'm desperate for you. This is the air I breathe. You are